Well, good afternoon and welcome to Goldacre Estates. Another virtual tour here. We're going to show you a beautiful plot for sale in Villaverde. As you can see, it's a huge plot, over 1,000 square meters, about 1,300 square meters. Already got some trees to the south side of the plot, and it's completely walled. Now, stone walling here is not particularly cheap, so this one's actually been completely walled around, which is fabulous news. You'll notice that there are other neighbours around. Gorgeous property just next door. Also, it borders onto a huge, great big finca matrix that hasn't been segregated there at all. You can see up into the hills of Villaverde behind me. Really just a beautiful position. I can actually see some beautiful volcanic mountains just down here to the east towards the Atlantic Ocean. And actually it's a little bit cloudy, hazy today, but over in this direction over here is actually Lanzarote, just across to Lobos Island as well. Absolutely beautiful. Now all the details, as always, are on goldacreestates.com, so be sure to look at the website there, and of course on our mobile property app. If you haven't already got it, use the QR code now to download it directly to your mobile phone. Now I've just come down to the entrance of this plot. It's a fabulous part of the village of Villaverde, but look at this as an entranceway, a really wide area here. It's an absolutely ideal place to use for car parking. This plot does actually have already the stone walling look and the entrance gateway as well that is included. So it is really ready to go. And you can see here, if you walk up the driveway, then can you just imagine, you probably leave your cars in this particular spot here, and then coming up, you've actually got a leveling wall on the left-hand side. Some nice young planting there. Also those trees just providing a little bit of privacy. Some cactus as well. And then you're coming to the main part of the plot. Now this part of the plot is actually 18 to 19 meters wide. So it actually gives you a really wide area to build your property. You can see it's beautifully covered in this crushed volcanic stone or pecan. Very, very clean and very, very much ready to be developed. Now this is probably where you'd build the property because this is the widest point. It's also one of the highest points, and it really does give you fabulous elevated views down to the east coast there. Look, some of the mountains. And if you're looking towards the north, I can actually see, you probably can't see in this video, but I can actually see off towards Goldacre and in the distance Lanzarote. And if you are one level higher, like the next door house, then you've got fantastic views of Mount Escanfraga, which is just behind your neighbour's house. Just coming right to the top of the plot, you'll notice there's a driveway next door. That driveway actually leads around to a much larger property behind. So again, there's a little bit of separation between this plot and your neighbour's very modern white villa just there, which is actually a driveway. And then if I just pan left here, views off to the north as well. You can see this large plot of land also on the side here. Plus, of course, you've still got loads of space up at the top here. Some nice planting as well. You can just use this area as a garden. Great place maybe to put a hot tub or jacuzzi with some fabulous views around and across Villaverde. Okay, so here we are now just flying over the top of the plot, really just to give you a really good idea of the size and shape and also the views that you get from here. The top of the plot, as you can see, this triangular shape where it's actually got a lot of mature trees planted. It's actually been leveled on 3 levels, the top, the middle and the lower section. And you can see that leveling with that white painted wall. This is the main part here when you build your house. It's actually 18 to 19 meters wide, so there's great width there to create a property. Plenty of space with 5 meters either side, left and right, for the border area to the main walls. And as you're coming down to the entrance of the plot, you can see a lovely driveway that's already there. The whole plot is covered in pecan. This is actually the main electronic gate there, look. It's actually a sliding gate with the walls already constructed, and a line of really quite tall, mature trees. The area, as you can see, your immediate plot to one side is just the entrance to another larger plot at the back. So that's actually a nice sort of buffering, keeps your plot particularly private. But there again is another nice shot here really of the width there. Certainly you can get very modern longer property in here, or even an L-shaped property. And then at the top of the plot again, just shows you some of the plots either side, left and right. On this side, on the right, on the northern side, is a very large plot or finca matrix. Really beautiful views. There's actually some mountains, and right in the distance, Lanzarote as well. Well, there you go. I hope that was a helpful virtual tour of this plot here in Villaverde, ready for you to build your dream property here in Fuerteventura. A couple of points really. It's a large plot, over 1,300 square meters. It's in an area that you can build a 25% build. That's over 250 square meters for a plot of this size, which is a huge property. And very much a stretched out plot here that would lend its weight to quite a modern style of villa, I think, really. But it is actually wider than you think. It's nearly 19 meters wide. And so if you come in 5 meters either side of the garden walls, you've actually got 8 to 9 meters there of construction width, which gives you a very wide property, and even possibilities of an L-shaped property, perhaps with a terrace and a swimming pool. So loads and loads of possibilities. A phenomenal price point, I have to say, for this position. It's a very sought after position to be here in Villaverde. All the details, as always, Goldacre Estates, and of course on our mobile property app. Again, if you haven't tried to download that to your mobile phone, have a go now. I'll just put up that QR code where you can download it directly to your mobile phone. I hope that's helpful. We look forward to seeing you soon.